Welcome back to JMV Rockhound, and I'm Jay, and I'm a little bit behind on my videos. I've got Truckhound Chronicles number 10 basically done. I just have to put it together and post it. And then I have my trip with Julie and Brian that I'm hopefully going to get done and post for Wednesday premiere, which, if so, then you guys will have already seen that by the time you see this one, because this is going to be Truckhound Chronicle number 11. And I'm in California right now, and I just wanted to start this because I'm about to start heading back home, but I got to make a stop in Tempe, Arizona first. And hopefully I'll be finding some stuff along the way. I'm not sure what my route's going to be from Tempe. If it's the way I'm thinking, I'll be going through a part of western Texas that I should be able to find some good stuff. So yeah, that's why I wanted to go ahead and do this now, because I should have done a little video yesterday, because on the way out here to California, I stopped in Quartzsite, and I stopped at a little roadside, right off the exit, little rock shop. It was mostly outside rock shop, and picked up a few things. And I'll go ahead and show you real quick, but I'm going to show you sort of the view that I've got right here where I parked overnight. Yeah, pretty good view. Got mountains on either side. I'm like right off the daggum road though. Oh, that's about as far as I can show you. But let me put this up so I can put these rocks on here, because I want to show you a couple things I picked up yesterday at that Quartzsite. Oh. Well, I got a piece come off the thing. So I picked up a nice piece of Vernon Wonderstone. It ain't show too much on this side. Let me do it this way. Pretty piece. And then, hold on, I didn't pick up too much. I mean, I wanted to, Lord, if I'd had money. But I didn't have enough for all that. So I picked up a piece of, man, this sun is just not going to cooperate with me. Picked up a piece of this banded calcite. I'm sure you guys see a lot of these where they're real smooth and waxy feeling, and they had some of those already done like that. And all that is basically they dip it in acid for a little bit, and it sort of melts it, you know, the calcite, because acid and calcite don't mix. So I thought, well, let's get a rough piece of this and try that myself. And it's got a nice cut base, so you know, it could turn out looking pretty cool. So I decided to get one of those. That sun is just give me fits here. And then I picked up a piece of dendritic opal from Australia. I wanted the white and black, you know, but this is all they had, was kind of greenish. Try to get it down where you can see it better. It's got the staining on the outside where it's yellow, but it's really green. So I got that. This is I've heard it called Swiss coffee. They called it some other kind of coffee jasper there, but it wasn't Swiss coffee. It's like a pitcher jasper. And I thought it was really cool. I can't wait to cut it, because this is all really oxidation with that kind of color, but it's got great patterns in it, and I wanted a little chunk. It ain't big, you know what I mean, but make some pretty cool little slabs on that. And two more things. You won't be able to see nothing with this one, but you can see a little bit right there. But I got a raw, just a little chunk of road knot. I wanted to get it and cut it and see how pink it was on the inside. You can see a little bit of hints of pink right there. So hopefully it'll turn out to be a decent little piece of road knot. I'm not the hugest fan of road knot, but I just wanted to get a piece to cut and all that. So this right here was some kind of red jasper from, oh man, I got a picture of it. I'll have to put it up there, but it's from America somewhere over out west, but I'd never seen it before, but it's got really cool patterns to it. I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. You know, there again, I didn't get a very big piece, but it was like $8 a pound. So I mean, everything was either somewhere between $5 and $8 a pound. So it adds up quick when you're buying chunks. So hold on a minute. I guess I could show you a couple things I picked up. It's just kind of some, you can both see it very good. It's like a big chunk of quartz and stuff. I picked this up just inside of California, or maybe it was still Arizona. I think it was California. And then this thing here, I pulled off to use the bathroom real quick and right at a rest area, and I picked up a couple things. It probably ain't nothing much, but it's got the, you know, all the stripes, and I thought it was cool. So I picked that up. And then this thing here too was kind of like, sort of like that picture rhyolite / jasper stuff. Julian Brown gave me a few pieces, but I mean I found this, so I thought it would be cool to cut this and see if it shows any good patterns. It's trying to show some pattern on the outside of it. So yep, that's some of the things I picked up along the way out here to California, and then hopefully I'll find some more stuff on the way out. I'm sure I will. So I'm sure I'll make a part 11 out of this. So we'll see you down the road. And I walked all the way down to where that shadow is down there, that sign. Walk around looking at all these, the bigger rocks anyways, this is like fill rock, like granite or something, but there's little boulders and bigger rock all through this, and there's some somewhat interesting stuff. I've got a couple things in my pocket, a couple things in my, I mean, that looks like a jasper right there, pretty good sized little rock, you know. When I get over here to the truck, I'll show you the stuff in my pocket. You know, probably nothing nothing that I've picked up. I've got like 4 rocks sitting there on the truck step. I got this thing here, these 2 things in my hand, and this one here, man, it just, I can't do it one-handed to let you hear how that long one sounds. It sounds very tingy. I don't know how to explain it. It's different sounding. So I don't know what it is, but it's worth taking back to the truck and maybe spraying off, trying to clean it off a little bit. Cool. Yeah, there's dirt or something on it. I thought that was the coloration of the rock, but There's one over here closer to a truck that's kind of big that I kind of looked at. I don't know. It looked green. I want to get a better look at it once I get over here. I walked on by it. Actually, this might be it right here. Yeah. It's a good sized rock. It's pretty green looking. Or at least it does through my sunglasses. Maybe it's not as green as I thought. It is a little bit. So I pull my sunglasses down. I'm gonna leave it there for now. I don't know if it was that one or might have been this one right here. Nah, that one wasn't. I don't know what they are though. I don't know if it's basalt or they're obviously river tumbled. There's definitely some green stuff in here. Look at this over here. There's definitely some kind of green. One of the ones I got in my pocket. Well, no, it's the one in my hand here, the rounder one. It's kind of I don't know, it kind of looks like it's got garnets in it or something, maybe like decayed out garnets or something. Now here's the one I was talking about, the green one that's over here. Well, from my point of view with my sunglasses on, it looked green. I'm gonna walk back over here and look at it. Move my sunglasses to see if it was green. And maybe it's not green. I haven't walked back up that way too far, so I might. It's awful freaking hot today. I think I'll wait till it cools off some. Maybe get out and look with my UV light after dark. Look at the ones I got here. This one's definitely green. I cannot see anything right now. The sun's so bright. I cannot see my own screen. That's really smooth. That right there can go straight in my pocket as a pocket rock. It's so smooth and river tumble. So yeah, that's going in my pocket. This thing here's got some stripes in it. It's kind of brown with some black stripes. It's really smooth. This one looks like a type of pudding stone almost. Conglomerate. I seen another one over there. I should have picked it up, but it was bigger than this. I didn't want to. I was way over there, so I didn't want to carry a big, huge piece around. This one's got like a green streak, maybe epidote or something running through the middle of it. Man, these things are hot. God almighty. This one's got black lines in it. It's all gray with black lines. Sedimentary, I'm sure, or something. But I thought it was cool. This one looks like some kind of porphyry. Man alive, that's going to burn my hands. It's like, it looks porphyritic. Ow! Lord of mercy. I don't know if that's coming across. It's got little red dots, pink looking dots all in it. It almost looks like it could be backs in, a couple of sides opened it up. And that's got arms and stuff, streaks in it. I thought it was pretty cool. This thing here, man, it's got a wild sound to it. It looks familiar, like I should know what it is, but I can't think of the name. Alright, hold on. Now I just sprayed this one down. I had to get it up here and look at it a little bit closer. You can definitely see the red, pinkish little spots all in it. Still don't know if it's what I thought. It's garnet. It may be some kind of porphyritic or something. Might be feldspar or something in there. I don't know. Alright guys, I'm in Texas, West Texas, and I'm not that far from Marfa and Alpine. I mean, it would still be down the road, and then I can't go that way. But I mean, if there's stuff like they have there, there's a chance there could be some stuff here. But I'm at a truck stop, and as I was looking around last night, a lot of these rocks in this parking lot look pretty jaspery to me. I don't know. So I'm gonna look around. That one, they're just so dirty, it's gonna be hard to see, and I'm not gonna get a water bottle out. I think I'll just go by look and feel, and if they seem like they're good, I'll bring them up to the truck, and then I'll wash them off. Maybe keep some, maybe not. Yeah, let me turn the camera around. This is the back side of this parking lot, and there's a wash over here. I actually got out here last night with the UV just for a minute, looking around, see if I can find anything glowing green or something. But yeah, you got this wash right here, and I want to get down here and look around in the sides of these banks of this wash just for a little bit. There's so much trash, oh my god. But there's gotta be something here. I could go across the road and walk over in that field over in there. I don't know. But I think I'll, yeah, because I don't want to pick up so much stuff right here, because truck stop parking lot. Yeah, so let me get down here, and that's going to be kind of sketchy for me to get down. So I'll turn the camera off, and I'll get down there and start looking around. If I find anything, I'll bring you back. A couple pretty cool layers here. You can see gravel. You gotta watch. Hey, you ever come to places like this? You're out in the field like this, especially in places where there's definitely things that can bite and sting you. You know, be careful. Be mindful. Keep your eyes on a swivel and head on a swivel and eyes on the ground to make sure you're not stepping on a snake or a scorpion, or you know, whatever else might be out there. Yeah, there's my public service announcement. Which I grew up in Kentucky catching rattlesnakes and copperheads, so I'm not, you know, afraid. We have scorpions there too. So anyways, you you got these layers, gravel there, and then there's a sediment layer, and then some more gravel layer right there. So that's pretty cool. I'm seeing some stuff that looks kind of interesting. Just watching where I'm putting my feet before I get down here. Nah, that ain't nothing. I just saw some kind of pattern to it and wanted to check it out. There's a couple pieces over here that look kind of jaspery or charty or something. Yeah. They look smooth from a distance, but not once I... That looks like pet wood, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. That almost would fool you, but it's just sedimentary, I think. I don't know if they got pet wood down here or not. That almost looks like it could have been, but it's not. I wish I knew. It looks like basalt or something, I don't know. I wish I knew what the agates down here kind of, yeah, where'd that piece go? I lost it. Maybe was that it? No, it's too small. Oh well. It wasn't a very big piece anyway, so probably wasn't much of anything. Just trying to see if I can find something that looks a little bit agate or, I don't know, that looks interesting. That thing's bigger than I thought. There we go. See those Texas, those biscuits is, I know I watch Scott Wilkins. He calls them biscuits. Those things are a little bit more flat on one end, I think, usually, but oh, it's got a kind of a translucency to it. Yeah, that might be one to take back to the truck and wash off. I'll leave it right there for now, since I know it'll be easy to find right there. Let's go back over and look again. Just gotta watch where I'm stepping. There's a piece up here I want to look at. This one right here. That ain't nothing. That's some kind of limestone or something. Oh, what's that one? Oh, that's one I picked up a minute ago. Set back down. I didn't see that part of it. I just don't think it's much. Somebody can tell me I'm an idiot if they want. You should have took that one home. Can't believe you left that one. It's an interesting little piece. The way it looks on the outside there. It's not that big, but sure it's hard around it. I think it's sedimentary. These things are gonna fool me with pet wood. Keep on thinking they're pet wood or something. Alright, let's look on down through here. Keep my eyes open for snakes. Sun's starting to come up. It's been a cool night. Not real cold, but cool. It's about the time they'd be trying to come out the sun. It almost looks like a jasper. It's a little bit rough though. God, there's so much trash down here. You know, as a rock hound, you want to pick stuff up, but you know, hey, come on. I can't pick up this much trash. I'm not about to. You know, it's just pitiful. But I mean, you know, you're right next to a truck stop, number one, and it's a dry wash. So who knows where all this trash comes from? Some of it probably comes from the truck drivers, because there's some, even, you know, I'm not like that, but there's truck drivers that just don't give a frig. There's people in general that don't give a frig. Some of them happen to be truck drivers. There's actually another layer right there. Almost looks jaspery. Nah, man, I keep getting fooled by these things from a distance. What that is. Finally getting some sun so I can see this stuff better. Maybe I'll find something with some translucency shining. Oh, I see something. Let's go over here. Watch where I'm stepping. I mean, heck, I gotta also watch for burrows and stuff in the banks here, because there could be. Let me zoom in so you can see that before I reach over, and that looks kind of interesting. All right, let's see if I can get this out of here. Yep. I don't know if that's just quartz. I think it's just quartz. Yeah, I think it's just quartz. But that's silica, right? SiO2. So if there's quartz, there's possibilities of agate. And quartz sometimes is with agate, right? So if you're finding that, then there could be, that looks interesting. Yeah, I don't know how long I want to do this. If I don't find anything pretty quick, I ain't gonna do it for very long. Yeah, I don't think it's anything worth fooling with. It's an interesting looking rock. I don't think it's agate. And it ain't a good jasper of any kind, really. Ooh, I'm almost stretched out to my limit. I thought that was going to be smooth, but it ain't. All right, hold on. I see something kind of glowing in the sun here. It's probably just quartz. It could be some kind of agate. I think it's quartz. Yep. I think I'll take that little piece. Sorry about the sniffles. It's, kind of a chilly morning. And it's making my nose run a little bit. Sorry. All right, let me turn this off and get to looking some more and see if I can find something. All right, I was standing right there when I said, let me turn this off and blah, 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 whatever. And I looked over and seen this. It might be another piece of quartz. But there was some color kind of showing through that. This might not be just quartz on this one. This one might need to be sprayed off, checked out. It might be just quartz, but I think I'll at least take it and spray it off. Yeah, I don't know how much farther I can go up in this because it starts getting pretty weedy. I'm not trying to get down here and get rattlesnake bit. It's one thing if you're walking where you can actually see where you're stepping, but when you get in the weeds and stuff, them suckers can camouflage pretty good, so you gotta be careful. All right, hold on. I've thrown a rock at this thing a couple times, and the very first one, I hit it directly. It's right there in the middle of the screen right there. It looks almost agate or quartz or something. I've been trying to knock it down because there's big old thorn bushes right here in front of me. And all the way around, so I can't really, I'm just hoping it'll fall down to where I can maybe reach it. That didn't work. That was too big of a rock. All right, hold on. All right, I got it. Now, question is, can I reach it where it's at? And it fell down right in the wrong spot. It's right in the middle of all that trash somewhere. These bushes ain't no joke. Daggum machete or something. Or I'm gonna get stuck. I can't get that. Oh, almighty. I can just hold that back. I can skip through there. Cause I've done went through all that. I gotta see if this thing's anything. I see it, but I got thorn bushes right here. Maybe if I can step on this one. Yeah. Almighty. Things we go through, right? Okay, I can't do this with holding the phone. Hold on. Got it. And I think it's just quartz. Yeah, I think it's just nothing but quartz. Yeah, I think I'll leave that. Go through all that trouble for nothing. But it would have eaten me up if I had walked away and not known what it was. So I started over there on that side. I didn't walk that far, just kind of crossed over, found a little path to. Whew. Man, these things ain't no joke. Yeah, hold on. Find a way to go through that I'm not going to get poked like crazy. I'll just come over here, back over to this side. Oh, yep, one got me. Right on my finger. Alright, hold on, guys. PSA regarding snakes. I haven't seen one, but if you ever see anything flat like that, or any kind of debris that's, you know, something like this right here, do not be tempted to turn it over. If you do, turn it towards you, not away from you. If you turn it away from you and there's a snake underneath it, it's going to be right there in your strike range. At least if you pick it up and pull it towards you, the snake will go the other way. You'll have some protection. More than likely, it'll sit there. If it's a rattlesnake, it'll start rattling. If it's a copperhead, it ain't going to rattle. You might just be in trouble. I mean, I'd rather see a copperhead than a rattlesnake, but man, there's poop all in this thing. But yeah, just be careful out there, guys, if you're out there. I know there's plenty of people that aren't used to those kind of critters. Like I said, I learned the hard way about lifting flat things up when I was a kid. I mean, like probably 5 or 6 years old, I don't know. I couldn't have been more than 7, but I'd learned, you know, all that stuff from my papa. But when you're a kid, you still want to do what you want to do. You don't want to listen sometimes. So there was a piece of tin out behind our house. We were walking, like heading down the path, you know, through a bunch of trees and stuff, heading towards where our pond was. And I lifted up that piece of tin, and sure enough, there was a copperhead underneath it. Freaked me out. I hollered out and dropped it, and Papa came back there and seen it, did what he did with it, you know, and proceeded to whip my butt. I deserved it. I had to learn the lesson, right? I didn't learn it by him just telling me. I'm telling you right now that after that, I learned, and I never did that again until I was old enough to know what to do. Okay, there's my truck. I couldn't really keep going. I figured I'd come back over here and look along this bank before I go back up and maybe look around in the parking lot some. I don't know, I think I'll go up this side and look around up on top and see if there's anything. All right, let me go ahead and cut it off and I'll come back. Well, there's a fence along right there. I mean, there's an opening right there, but I'm not going to walk through there because that might be more than likely private land, so I'm not going to take that chance. But don't look like much, but there's gravel here I can look through, so I'll look around in this whole spot for a minute. Well, the most interesting thing I keep seeing is these pieces of quartz. And that's got a little bit of coloration and inclusion to it, but I don't think it's worth taking. Yeah, I'm not taking it. I've already got a couple in my pocket. One thing I picked up that I didn't show you down there in the wash was this little piece of quartz, but it's good and river tumbled, and if I take it home and tumble it, it might be pretty nice if it don't fracture up and break up on me. But yeah, and sometimes you get lucky. What the heck? Okay, well, if I can't find rocks, at least I can find $1. Okay, I'll take it. Let me look around, see if there's any more. I don't see any strewn through the weeds over here. Yeah, but the way winds can be around here, that was lucky that it stopped where it did, probably. Yeah, there don't seem to be anything real good here. There's another piece of that quartz. I'll pick it up and show it to you, but probably gonna be something else I want to just toss down. I mean, that pink almost looks like it might be some feldspar in it. It's got real pink in it. Yeah. I'm probably going to get fussed at for leaving this one, but I'm going to leave it because I don't know what you would even do with that. I mean, it ain't like I'm Ope Craig throwing down awesome good fossils and banded iron jaspers and oolitic ironstone jaspers and LSAs and other kind of agates, and nah, I give him a hard time, but I like watching it still. See, these things keep on fooling me, making me think it's petwood, but it's sedimentary. Yeah, it's not petwood. What sucks about coming to places you've never been, you're not familiar with the rocks, right? So it's hard to get an eye for something that you don't know what all might be there and start picking them up. Like with the Crowleys, I watched enough Crowley videos. I know their shapes, I know their textures, I know their colors, you know. When I seen them, when I went to places where they could be found, I just my eye was drawn directly to them as soon as I seen the first one. Oh, that's quartz too, I think. It's got some inclusion to it though. It's kind of nice. I don't know. That might be a good one to take home and tumble. And then I see this. It's got a lot more of that feldspar. I think it's feldspar. See, now this one I might actually take because it's got a lot more pink on it. And I'd like to UV that because if it is feldspar, it might UV. So I think I'll put that in my pocket. I don't even have enough to, I brought a little plastic bag with me to put stuff in, but I don't need it. There's another couple interesting pieces. I gotta watch for this sticker bush here. That's just quartz, but there's some colors to it. More of the quartz with the feldspar or something. Quartz. Yep, quartz. So that's 5 pieces right there pretty quick. There's another little piece of, that might be the end of the one I just picked up. Matter of fact, the one I just put in my pocket, but I'm not going to take this piece. I think it might be. It was close enough for it to be. I don't see anything else interesting right here. Oh, there's something right over there, but I'm not digging. I'm not getting up underneath. It's just a piece of the quartz. I'm already leaning up underneath this thorn bush. Yeah. Can't stand my nose running. Yeah, too bad that dollar bill couldn't have been 100. Or a wad of hundreds. Something's been eating on that cactus. Fresh cactus. Something's been munching. Yeah, all them. I just imagine the animal that can eat those. Work around the thorns. There's a piece of quartz. Start to think it might have some. Trying to get some tourmaline or something. See how shiny that dark is? It's not tourmaline, but it might be shoot, I don't know, hematite or something probably, I guess. At least that's a little bit more interesting than just plain quartz. You know, if it was quartz points, I still want to find one decent quartz point, you know, but chunks of quartz, I find that stuff all over the place. Alright, I'm not going to keep on walking down through here. I've already walked a pretty good ways, and I'm not finding much of anything worth looking at. Okay, it's got an interesting shape, but quartz. There's a lot of it up in this part. Alright, I think I'll cross over and then walk back up that way and then cross back over. Maybe we'll look around in the parking area over there a little bit. Alright, I don't think I'm going to find anything else, so I'm going to turn the phone off. And if I do, I'll show you. But yeah, I'm not expecting anything at this point. Alright, I'm over here back to the truck. And I seen this one last night and I wanted to come give it a better look and try to get it out. I tried to kick it out, but I couldn't kick it out last night. It's trying to come. It might be bigger than I thought it was. Going down anyways. Hey, bull. I need to try from the other direction. Because I'm not letting this one go. I want to look at it. Man. I'm about to get my geo pick out. Oh God, I'll get it. Or my rock hammer one. Rock hammer would probably work just fine. There we go. Alright. Get over here in some sun. See how smooth that looks? I ain't digging that one out. It looks like jasper, but very waxy. Very interesting on the end there, but it looks like it's maybe a conglomerate of stuff. Needs to be sprayed off while I'm sitting here. Pull this stuff out of my pockets. That's all it is. And $1. But I can also show you my boy Rick Smith had to get me down the road a little bit yesterday. I posted that scenic video. He's like, I'm disappointed you didn't pick up any rocks. Uh-oh, some trash. I missed the and I told him, yeah, I picked up some runners. So no, that wasn't it. Where is it? I think it was this one, piece of quartz, and oh, here it is. No, where'd it go? There it is. And a piece of granite, just a small piece, but I think that's what them big huge boulders are. This was at another location. I think I showed that one, I don't know. And this one almost looks like granite, almost like a pudding stone because it's got bigger chunks in it. Yeah, I showed this stuff. Yeah, I was going to give Julie and Brian all this stuff here. The Kentucky stuff and partial geodes and stuff. But they didn't, I guess they didn't want it. I've got more if they ever do cut the stuff I did give them and decide they like it. But they don't really do cabs and stuff right now, so I can understand. But it does make pretty cabs. I've seen it. I've seen plenty of cabs made out of stuff. Let's see how smooth that looks. Looks like there might be some color to that. Maybe some of those rocks down there in the bank would probably look like this if they've been getting run over and left and right by trucks. I don't know how well the color's coming across since, you know, the sun's bright, but that's kind of multicolored, and I see some maroon and different pinks and so like that, so it looks interesting. So I think I might pick up a few of these and wash them off at least and look at them better. Hey, look. It's like a conglomerate almost. It almost looks like a daggum porphyry with huge crystals in it. There's another one. There's another one over here too. A bunch of them in this stuff. Oh, that sun's coming at me. All these things are just glistening. They're so smooth and slick and waxy looking. Makes me want to pick up a bunch of this stuff, but I ain't digging these big ones out of the ground. If I can get something small like this. Look how waxy that is. Move the camera around so you can kind of see the luster of it. That looks huge. Now, if I knew for sure it was jasper, I might consider digging that out, trying to. Even if I did go get the geo pick and really dig. Now it's got some red showing, a pink line going through it. See, that one is the right size. If I do spray it off and want to keep it, you know, it's good size to cut some just about right size for cabs and make something out of it, you know, and it's easy to cut on my saw. Now, if I seen I don't care how big it is, if I want it, I'm going to take it. Right? I mean, if I can. I don't care if I can cut it or not. Nah, that looks interesting, but nah. Get back over to the truck and get my spray bottle and spray these off real quick. I know there was that thing there is really smooth. So is that one. They're pretty big. They're in the ground pretty hard. I tried to move them with my foot and they wasn't budging. So hold on, man. Let me get the water bottle. All right, this is just some of the stuff I've collected, and I figured since I was going to spray these ones off, which these four right here. Step out of the sun. Like I thought, they were kind of conglomerates of something. Looks like there might be some pieces of jasper in it, but I don't know if it's worth taking. This right here was that one that had the quartz stripe and pink stripe in it. I think I definitely will take that one. So it's definitely some kind of conglomerate. That one's kind of interesting. I don't know. And then some of the stuff I found last week. I don't know, I thought that was a pretty cool rock. Same with this one. I don't know what they are. Ah, dang it. Now it's dirty again. This looked almost like galaxy stone type rock. Make the Lord over the salt, maybe. I don't know. Now it's already drying out on it. This thing here had spots all over it. And kind of stripes. I don't know, it's just a cool rock. This one's got some weird stripy pattern to it. I don't know if those are like quartz veins or whatever, but they're, I don't know, it's kind of neat. Could be some agate veining. It's just a really weird one. And this was kind of like sort of like a picture tuff, maybe, rhyolite. Sort of kind of like what Nate finds. Yeah, I can't be lucky to stop by one of them creeks like Quest for Details Nate stops at. Lord of mercy. This is kind of like a cheetah stone almost. Oh, it's neat. And then here's 4. I found a lot more than this, but those ones that were kind of agate in New Mexico. All the rest of those were, I think, Arizona. Maybe, no, some of those were also in New Mexico, north of Albuquerque. Now, I kind of showed some of these already, but I don't think I showed them wet. They're definitely, I did show the translucency. There's depth and all that stuff is floating in there. Definitely some dendrites and stuff like that floating around in them. How dark that is, but then it's got them little white cloudy mossy plumes or whatever you want to call them, inclusions. Kind of neat. Anyway, and then this right here, I don't know if I showed this one or not. I found this one in Kansas. Let me show it to you, mostly dry. This thing is so waxy. I don't remember if I showed this one in the last Truckhound Chronicle video or not. It is so waxy. I know I hadn't sprayed it off yet, I don't think. Let me just clean it off a little bit. I don't know what to think about this one. I'm sure it's some kind of, it's at least got jasper mixed in there. It might be a jasper agate, because it does look like it's got some translucent areas. But this thing is cool. There's some reds showing up right there. I'll probably see this better whenever I get home. I found these in Arizona. I'll have to clean this up. See if I can spray that off a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's the whole top plate of quartz. I got several pieces. This right here had red. I don't know if that's just staining. I'll look at this better at the house, see if I can see if there's any kind of different crystal structure. I don't know if you could even hear me. I've been talking with my headset up away from my mouth. I'm gonna be mad at myself. I'm not gonna do this over. Just a few little pieces that I've found along the way. Yeah, but there's several of these. There's a dogtooth calcite in that one. Let me see if I can spray that off. Let me spray it off, not if I can. Well, it didn't clean it off too good. But you can see some dogtooth points right there. I found several like that. That one's just been beat up. Most of the points are all worn down. These were all at the same place. It was a little pull-off area. Brake check before I went down a mountain. It's calcite. See a little bit of the points right there. But there again, it's kind of worn down. Just some little pieces along the way that I picked up, and I just toss them in here. There's another one that's kind of reddish looking. There's another one. That one's really beat up. So yeah, hold on guys. Alright, so yeah, I'm done for now. I'm gonna walk towards the truck stop and give me something to eat, and then I'm gonna head down the road. But who knows what I can find, because I'm in West Texas. If I see anything, any spot that I can pull over and maybe find anything, I'll add to this video. But yeah, there's not a whole lot here, I don't guess. Maybe I'm just not in the right zone, even though I'm not that far from Alpine and Marfa. I don't know how many of you have heard of Marfa plume and some of the crazy moss agates and stuff that you can find in Alpine, Texas. But man, there's some good stuff in those areas. So yeah, I'm gonna walk over here to the truck stop, give me something to eat, and then hit the road. And I'll bring you back if I stop anywhere down the road. I still got 2 days at least, plus probably 2.5 days before I get home. All right, guys. See you in a minute. All right, guys. Now I'm in Missouri. I passed through Texas, picked up 2 things. I think it was. I just never got to a place where there was anything. I looked around pretty good at one spot. I was on the phone with Vicky when I was doing it, and I'll show you when I get back to the house what that stuff looked like. But all the way through Oklahoma, and yeah, I stopped a couple places, didn't see anything. But now I'm in Missouri. I stopped just now to take a little break and got out and looked around, and I'll show you something I just picked up. It looks like a piece of banded chert. Yeah, I think it's just a little piece of banded chert, but that might be pretty tumbled up. Cut it. You know, it's thick enough to where I could get a couple slabs off of it and something. But, you know, it don't look like there's a whole lot of rocks to be seen right here. There's a little bit of a ditch right here, so I came over here and I pulled it out right there by that piece of trash. But you never know. We'll get down and look around, maybe walk up in them woods or something like that. I'm not really in a place that I think that there's really any good stuff. I wish I was down closer to where Haunted Ridge is so I could find some crystals or something, or plates or something like that. But there's a little drainage right here. Got some charts in it. Yeah. I'm not seeing nothing too exciting. Looks like it might be another piece of banded. Might have some color to it. I'll take that piece. I like my banded shirts. Ooh. That might be a good piece to tumble. It's pretty waxy. This little drainage goes back here just a little piece, so I see rocks all through it, so never know what you find. I don't see rocks too far up in there. But let me turn off the camera and dig my way through this brush here and look around. Pretty cool banded chart right here. It's little. I wouldn't mind finding some bigger pieces of that. It's really waxy, so that should polish it pretty good. There's all kinds of this size right here in this gravel. But that's just gravel that they've put on this road here at this rest stop. I can to find some bigger pieces. That's pretty stuff though. I'm gonna add it to tumblers whenever I get them going. It's about time of the year I can actually start getting them going probably. Walk up through here and see if I can't find anything. And this is why you look around. There's a pile right here. I walked up the road just a little piece. Look at this pile of different stuff here. See some of this is the shirt. Bigger pieces. Yeah, I think I'll take a few pieces of this. That's pretty cool. It's got some bugs in it. Oh yeah, there's some pretty cool little looking pieces in this. It's almost like a church conglomerate or something. That's a pretty piece. There you go. All swirly and stuff. Look at this one. Heck yeah. I like this stuff. Put that in my pile. I want to take that back to the truck. There's a little piece with druzy in it. I ain't gonna take that though. That piece looks pretty cool. That'd be interesting tumbled up. That piece got druzy in it. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna look through this pile. Pick out a few more pieces. I can't carry too much. I didn't bring a bag or nothing with me. So, well, that's pretty interesting. This one don't feel so waxy, but it's still pretty. I can attempt to tumble some of that. Some of these bigger chunks I can cut down. Oh yeah. And there's another big pile of smaller stuff that I'm sure I could find little chips and stuff to put in there. Ugh. I mean, that's pretty, but it just don't look like it would tumble very well. Oh gosh. I ain't recovered from Saturday. Not fully. Alright, let me turn the camera off and look around for a minute. Alright, here's everything I just picked up. And there's a couple things. I mean, you've seen most of this stuff. I picked that that drainage over there, and then most of this stuff was right over here in that pile. Except for these little pieces I picked up in the gravel over here. But what I did find over there, let me zoom in. I found some pieces with some agate in it. See the fortifications? Little veins of agate. This one ain't even the best one. But whenever I looked at it closer, I thought it was pretty cool. Ain't much, but hey, I think that's pretty cool that I can find something like that here. I didn't know they had anything like that around here. Wait till you see this next one. Well, see, I don't know if this one had any in it or not. No, this is just banded shirt. I thought there was a little bit right there, but here's the prize. Look at this one. Yeah. That ain't bad. The rest of it, and I looked over them, see if I missed any little pockets like that. I could have missed something, but most of it's just, you know, just a banded shirt. But I like it. It's all swirly and it's kind of sort of like that railroad shirt Nick has. This piece had some druzy in it. Might be some, yeah, there's agate around that pocket. Right there, tip of my thumb. Huh. Yeah, I missed that one. Look at that right there. Heck yeah. I'll have to look at these a little bit better, I guess. This one's got druzy on it. Little druzy vug. You can't be mad about finding stuff like that, you know? Even if it isn't a pile of gravel. It's what they just use for stuff to pave roads around here, I guess. Guess that's probably a little agate pocket. And some druzy. Yeah, I ain't mad at that. This one had druzy all over it. That looks like it might be calcite. There might be more agate in these things than I thought there was. This thing here ain't as smooth as those other pieces, but I thought it was pretty cool looking. It's kind of grainy. See it? You can see the pattern in it. But that's pretty cool when you look at it up close. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now that's what you might call some oolitic chirp. There you go, Nick. I have to tell him to watch this video. That's pretty cool. Alright. I'm gonna put this in the truck and get on down the road. Yeah, so I'm in, like I said, I'm in Missouri. I'm maybe a couple hours from St. Louis, sitting at a rest area, eastbound on 44. So I've been here a lot longer than I was expecting to be or planning to be. I've already been here an hour. It don't take long to waste that much time. Lord of mercy, it don't. But hey, I mean, I'm glad I did, because that was pretty cool. I mean, I'm shocked at those little pieces of chert. I wasn't expecting that at all. But that just goes to show you what you just never know. And I've said it so many times, y'all get tired of hearing it, but you never know unless you look. And something as simple as a banded chert that most people just overlook, you know, can have agate in it. At least it does in Missouri. You know, who knows? So I want to get down the road. I'm going to this might be the end. So if there's any more after this, then I guess I found some other stuff. But I don't plan on, the next time I stop will be in Illinois for the night. And then, yeah, I don't think from where I'm going to be, there's not really anything across Illinois and Indiana. Yeah, there's nothing else I can find. So this is probably the end of episode 11, I think. Or is it 12? I have to look at the other videos to see. I think it's 11. So hope you guys enjoyed, and tell me what you think. Give me some honest opinions. So far, a few people have really talked about how they like this series. So I don't know. This is what I've been doing since I've been a rock hound. You know, I've stopped and find stuff. I just gave it a name, you know, with suggestions from other people and my own ideas and everything like that. So I'm going to continue doing it. It's fun, you know. I may not get to some of these really good places where you can find some awesome stuff all the time, but I do find some pretty cool stuff here and there, you know. A few pieces. I got a good bunch of, that's more than a good tumble batch right there. That's probably a couple barrels full. You know, I might have to break some of the bigger pieces down a little bit, but yeah, I think it'll tumble good. Some of it will. So, all right, I'm Jay, V's at the house, and we'll catch y'all later. It's Truckhound Chronicles. Bye.